What's up with the squad? Back with another video. I seen the title was going down. Definitely had to check this out. Definitely, it's been a struggle. It's definitely been a struggle, but we blessed. Definitely blessed. Um, to have what we have, and stuff. And but it's definitely been a struggle. Definitely been stressful moving into house, apartment, anything. It can be stressful with moving things around and building things, but been blessed enough to move in a house, a nice house, a nice size house, big house, and it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing. That God is amazing, but having to build a lot of stuff and having to do this and do that is literally an everyday thing. So definitely thankful though, still getting these videos out to y'all because it's definitely important to get the truth out. But you already know, make sure y'all go check out Doug and X out in the description box down below. Also, make sure y'all stay tuned for a house tour. A house tour video probably will be dropped either tomorrow. What's tomorrow? I think tomorrow's Friday. What's today? Today is Thursday, so probably be dropped Saturday. I know we have the housewarming / birthday party. My birthday party. My birthday is actually Sunday, so we'll figure out some stuff that is going on. But I'll be 26. 26 years old. But definitely appreciate everybody tuning in, watching these reactions. Let's get in the video, y'all.
What happened to Terrence Bradley in the courtroom the other day when he denied knowing anything and he seemed to have flipped on the Fani Willis side? Well, it doesn't change anything about the court case. In fact, if anything, it proves he's guilty and part of the Fani Willis corruption. He had a choice to make and he joined her. How do we know that? I have the text to prove it. So this will clarify everything for you. Remember, we often rush these videos out and there's a whole lot of backfill to put back in the details just so that you guys are all clear. And I'm trying to be clear also in my own head. So this keeps us walking forward in the truth instead of going on rumor, wishful thinking, conspiracies. This is why I believe tomorrow the judge is going to rule against Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TenNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. I'm so glad you're watching. And many of you are watching on other channels that are redistributing this work, and I'm fine with that. I just hope you guys will find some way to give me some love over here. That is, you subscribe, maybe leave a comment, maybe leave a heart.
Oh, definitely.
And I want you to stay over on your other channel that you love also. I'm okay with that. Just know I put a lot of...
Definitely, and that's a big reason why I tell y'all to make sure y'all go check out Doug and X in the description box down below, because Doug is amazing with, and I'm so serious, is amazing with a lot of this information. This is reaction channel, so I do reactions to other people's stuff. I do reactions, I was doing reactions to music, to sports, to comedy, everything when I first started, and I got, looking at, different videos of Benny's and a lot of people. Candace Owens, there's a lot of people, with Fox. So got interesting. And I can definitely say that Doug is a person that is amazing with it. And every video I drop, make sure I go check out Doug and XL. It's amazing, But get back to
a lot of work into these. And I get paid by you guys watching the advertisements before this video. So just, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it fair. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because I really enjoy my audience. So many of you found me through other channels. I can't thank them enough. It's a huge favor to me. By the way, it also strengthens all of our channels. It's called
Definitely.
SEO, search engine optimization. When we link to each other, it strengthens it. So when I have 20 different shows right now doing material on this channel, when you guys put the link to my channel in your description, it strengthens my channel in the Google search. And I thank you for that. So thank you guys. So here's the text. This is from Terrence Bradley's cell phone.
And a lot of people don't know that. It's a lot of YouTubers don't do that, but it's real good. Like I had a young guy. It was a young guy and actually a woman, that would use my thumbnails or look at my videos, use my videos before, many a times. And I don't have a problem with doing it. Like just like Doug and X I would say, it's not necessarily a problem with having somebody doing it. It's just, to get a recognition. Make sure you put the link in the description box down below. Make sure you get that shout out because we are here for one another. That's the most important thing, and it helps everybody out.
Ask me how I got it. This is the actual text that was shown in court. So here's Terrence Bradley So here she is kind of agreeing with Terrence Bradley in this first text. She says, like, just date, don't hire him. Do you think it started before she hired him? Do you think the relationship between Nathan Wade and Fani Willis happened before Fani Willis hired him? Just to clarify. Here's Terrence Bradley back in January. Absolutely, he said. It started when she left the district attorney's office and was judge in South Fulton. They met at the municipal court CLE conference. Now, that pegs it back to a time. This is Terrence Bradley saying Nathan Wade and Fani Willis had a relationship back when she was judge in South Fulton. That puts it way before when they claimed it was, okay? If this is true. And then here's here's the response to it. That's what I figured when he was married. Is this accurate? So they're confirming these things, okay? And that is what made Miss Merchant and the Trump side very confident that they could have Terrence Bradley as a helpful witness and not a hostile witness. But here's Phil Holloway breaking. Here are the key texts between attorneys Ashley Merchant and Terrence Bradley. They're at issue in the Fani Willis disqualification battle. They show a congenial, collaborative effort between the two as Merchant attempted to investigate facts about the affair. So this is back before Fani Willis and Nathan Wade put the touch on Terrence Bradley. This is how he sounded. We have his text, thanks to Phil Holloway. Here's Ashley Merchant's phone. So the FCDA Open Records is saying they don't have an original contract for when Nathan began work. They only have his renewal contract. Is that possible? Here's Ashley Merchant again. So remember, this is last year, last fall. File attachment with MIME type. There's an image. Terrence Bradley's response. Wow. Miss Merchant, they stalling big time. So she's kind of laying out, look, Fani Willis is stalling. What do you think of that? Down below, Terrence Bradley, yes, they are stalling. So he seems to be on her side during that text exchange. And that's why they go in going, we have a witness, we have someone, we have this Terrence Bradley guy. Okay, they thought he was on their side, but then it all changed. Here's actual inside the courtroom with Terrence Bradley.
I don't recall, but why I thought that it started at that time, I don't know why I didn't say I don't know. I don't recall. I mentioned earlier that I speculated on some.
It's when somebody thinking of a lot. They're trying to think. Oh, let me be. You caught
things.
Cooked.
Okay, so suddenly there's Terrence Bradley on the stage. I don't recall. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know.
I believe he lied repeatedly, that's my opinion, about his faulty memory.
Now, this is weird because he does know, but it's also weird that he told his story. So how does he think he's going to get away with this? Watch this Trump attorney just nail him to the wall.
After the word absolutely, you on your own said it started when she left the DA's office and was judge in South Fulton. They met at the municipal court CLE conference. That's what you said, correct?
That is correct.
So you on your own came up with the whole notion that it started when she left the DA's office and was judge in South Fulton. That's, according to you, that's speculation on your part, correct?
Objection.
Overruled.
Answer the question, Mr. Bradley.
Yes, that's speculation on my part. Yes.
Okay, so that's the craziest thing. Why would you go through that much detail when she was a judge at this time? Oh, and that's speculation. That's what Steve Sadow is flushing out here.
Why would you speculate that that's when they started the relationship? What would cause you to put that down as speculation?
I don't recall, but why I thought that it started at that time.
Why would you speculate when she was asking you a direct question about when the relationship started?
I have no answer for that.
I don't know, because I was lying is
Yeah,
what he should say.
exactly. Exactly.
He can't explain his motive. It looks so bad. Terrence Bradley looks so bad. By the way, and this makes Fulton County look so bad, because the reason why Terrence Bradley buckled is because he's terrified for his life and his career. Someone in Georgia said the way that you make it in this state is you become a legal liar. That's how you make it, son. Get in line. That's the talk he had from Georgia. It makes Georgia look corrupt.
If you didn't know, and you were asked specifically, as this exhibit shows, maybe you can explain why you wouldn't say, I don't know.
I don't know why I didn't say I don't know.
You ever catch your kids and they can't lie anymore? They can't come up with a lie? What? Who took the cookie? I don't know. Did you take the cookie? I don't know. Why do you have chocolate all over your mouth? I don't know. Well, if you didn't take the cookie, who did take the cookie? I don't know, is what Terrence Bradley is doing on the stand right now.
You say after in South Fulton, they met at the municipal court CLE conference, right? You
Yes,
see that?
is good. Yes, that's correct.
And then Miss Merchant says, that's what I figured when he was married. Is this accurate? Upon information and belief, Willis and Wade met while both were serving as magistrate judges and began a romantic relationship at that time. You see, that's what she said, right?
Yes, that was in the test.
You don't say.
At this point, they might as well just be real about the whole situation was going on, because they not looking too good on the stand. I'm telling you.
I don't know. You simply correct her by saying no, municipal court.
So I was answering the question of, it was a compound question. And I was answering the question of, she wrote magistrate court, and I said no, municipal court.
Here's Phil Holloway on why Terrence Bradley can sit there and say all he wants, I don't know. That text holds up in court with Judge McAfee. Judge McAfee can say, look, the text is what tells the truth. I bring in this guy on the stand under oath, and he's the one who lies.
The judge or the jury, if it's a jury trial, they're entitled to hear that the witness has said one thing and then now saying another. And so that's called impeachment by a prior inconsistent statement. But here's the thing. In Georgia, a prior inconsistent statement itself is substantive evidence. So this text message that you have been talking about, this is now just like a photograph of a crime scene. It is something the judge can use upon which to base any rulings in the case.
The text, the substance of this text is Terrence Bradley telling Miss Merchant that Nathan Wade and Fani Willis's relationship was before when they said it. It doesn't matter what he says in the stand, guys. It doesn't what he says in the stand. All that shows is that he's a liar.
If the judge has observed the testimony and saw the demeanor of the witness and said, look, I don't think that he was necessarily telling everything that he knew. I think maybe the text messages are more accurate. The judge can use that. If a witness doesn't remember, if a witness is claiming that he may have been speculating, if he's saying things that are different from what he said before, the judge can discount what he hears in the courtroom and go with the prior inconsistent statement.
If the prior consistent statement that was texted sounds more honest, less complicated, he's not sitting there, looking like he lies, then you bring him in on trial and you ask him questions. He looks like he's lying. He's sweating, long pauses, very rehearsed statements. So the judge is going to say, which one is more likely to be true? The text is more likely. Before someone came and put the touch on him.
These text messages show that Fani Willis and Nathan Wade did, in fact, have a romantic affair consistent with the time frame testified to by Robin Yurdy. And of course, we still have the corroboration of the cell phone data. So all of this, when you put it together, can be viewed and potentially will be viewed by this judge as a fraud having been perpetrated on this court.
That is not only puts Terrence Bradley on the wrong side because now you're going down, but it also puts Nathan Wade going down.
Yeah.
Now Fani Willis too for perpetrating fraud on the court. Everything Fani Willis touches turns green. It smells like a mermaid decomposing on the hot rocks of a beach.
And if that's the way he rules, then it's probably lights out for Fani Willis and her prosecution team. The prosecution of the Trump RICO case will be the least of her concerns if the judge rules that way.
Here's Twitter with the Wind Doctor. If Kemp doesn't have the stomach to disbar all associated in the Trump probe, starting with Fani Willis, he should be recalled before your morning coffee. That's the new thing. There is a group seeking to disbar Fani Willis. The American Accountability Foundation revoke Miss Willis's license to practice law. Just went through today, and permanently bar her from practicing law. We've just filed ethics complaints against Fani Willis and Nathan Wade with the Georgia State Bar, who we know is corrupt already. Now, but we'll give them time. We are requesting the State Bar open disciplinary proceedings against Willis and Wade immediately, ultimately leading to their disbarment. And now you have the latest on Fani Willis because you watch me right here on Doug in Exile. Thanks for.
Make sure y'all go check them out, y'all. Y'all already know. Big shout out to Doug for the information. I'm telling y'all. It doesn't look good just for the simple fact of it's way too much. It's way too much lies, way too much pausing, way too much silence when it's questions asked. It's not looking good at all. I'm telling y'all. It's not looking good. And it's a lot of people that are jumping my comments and in denial about it and saying this and saying that. And I'm not telling y'all to, say anything to them or, don't even waste your energy doing that. Because they know deep down inside what the real is. Make sure to like and subscribe. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in, watching this reaction. Catch y'all next one.